Hello everybody and welcome back to Farming Simulator 25. This is the Make It Harder series. Yes, make it hard. Stop being rude. Making it harder. The game. The game. Today I want to focus on greenhouses, you know. We've got £25,430 left over from the last episode, which is great because we found a couple of collectibles, which was pretty good. Now, I've also kind of been thinking about this. I've realised now, although it's great, I mean, it's nice to see what the animals look like, even though they seem to change shade every time I log in, but they don't produce the buffalo milk, so in a way, kind of pointless. We'll leave them here because they might do some breeding in the meantime, but we need to change this. We do need to change this. But yeah, I think greenhouses are going to be a good little passive income. And we've got the water tanker over there, haven't we? We've leased that. And, I mean, it'd be nice to see what the mushrooms look like, wouldn't it? Now, what's changed in the meantime? Not been a great deal of content this week, has there, really? Been busy at work. It's just the way that it is. Now, let's have a quick check in the... Actually, we won't check in the shop. Yeah, so, I was kind of hoping in the meantime, having a bit of downtime, a bit of busy work time, there might be some mods released in the meantime, which there were. Of course there were. And one of the main mods I was hoping for was a harvester, and we've got the good old Rostel mash is back. Yeah, so it's pretty... God, you know, I thought it looked quite blurry then. I thought I had that texture issue again. No, it's all good. Yeah, it's pretty small. It's not the most amazing machine in the world, but it's 75,000, and from a leasing point of view, it's going to be even better, isn't it? So, I mean, let's be hopeful if it appears in the shop, because as you can tell, a lot of things appear in this shop. In fact, this is probably the most I've ever seen actually in the shop. There's loads in here. £35,000 for that. Is that a loading wagon? Wow, I mean, that's good, isn't it? That's really good. Yeah, it doesn't look like... Oh, I would have bought that, you know. I think that's one of my favourite looking tractors in the game, and it has been for a few years. The Deutz-Fahrs. This is a newer, smaller version of it, but that would, you know, I would have had that instead of the red tractor we bought, which, by the way, I believe, or hopefully I'm saying it right, isn't pronounced same. It's pronounced Same or Summer, something like that. Anyway, thank you for that comment. Yeah, I think it's Summer. So we'll go with that. That's also quite cheap, isn't it? But yeah, anyway, so the harvester. We'll keep an eye on for it in the shop. Worst case, we're going to lease it anyway. Brilliant. Now, we'll just have our usual check-in, like we do, beginning of every episode. Are the chickens doing all right? The bees are out and about today. That's good. Chickens. So, eggs. Wow, 737 pieces. They're getting a bit low on food, though. Hopefully, there can't be that much left of this bag. Oh, it's alright, it's half full. So we've got to top the chickens up first of all. The crop's probably not ready, doesn't look like it. I do like the texture though. That's quite nice, isn't it? Looks quite cool. Now I have I've upgraded my monitor in the meantime, so I am now playing this at an even higher resolution. So maybe what you see is even better quality again. I don't know. I'll find out after I've done the editing of this one. But what I have found is as you start going higher resolution, like 2K, 4K monitors, you tend to get not so much of a refresh rate. So when I'm moving around, it almost blurs the texture, but instantly becomes detailed when I stop. So again, I don't know if that's just what I see, or if that's what you're seeing as well. But I mean, wow, just changing the monitor makes it feel even better again. It's made a massive difference, you know. Really has. Now, while I'm talking, let's jump in the summer. I'll change the way I say that every time, by the way. But we'll jump in this and we'll just... I just took up my beacons. We'll top up the chickens a minute. This will be its first official bit of work for us. Good. So yeah, anyway, greenhouses. We might have a little scout around for another collectible as the episode progresses. One thing I found is it seems to be the majority of collectibles I found seem to be in the same sort of type of shed. So what I'm going to be keeping an eye on now is looking around for that type of shed where, yeah, the majority, not every collectible I found, but most of them do tend to be in kind of a particular type of shed. So, yeah, I'll keep an eye on it. But first things first, so that's good. We've taken care of our chores. I know that the buffalo will still be good. Let's jump straight into landscape mode. And get my mouse out, just because I find it easier. And this area here, it's just kind of good for greenhouses. Yeah, again, I mentioned I didn't really want to have kind of crops and things in this section. So that's what I'm going with. Now, do I have enough money? Where even is it? Is it... There you go. Common sense again. Do I have enough money to get two? Yeah, do you know, I think I do. How much is a mushroom greenhouse? 9,000. Yeah, so I can get a mushroom and a normal one, but we won't grow lettuce. We'll have a look. We'll do something a bit different. Now, the only frustrating thing with this is, I don't know, maybe if I go into an open space. Where do the pallets unload? Because I don't actually know. It normally has that yellow marker, doesn't it? I think, right, mushrooms grow kind of in the dark, yeah? So let's go, keep it in theme. Let's put it in like a bit of a shaded area. Let's go with it somewhere here. Why does it say it's overlapping with another object? Don't understand that, but I don't believe it is overlapping with another object. Unless that is where the unloading zone is. I want to say it's to the left-hand side here. I'm sure that's where it will be. I'll soon find out, won't I? So, yeah, kind of randomly position it because that's what I like to do. Stick it into free mode. Cool. £9,000. Oh, and that was a good guess. Because it is actually that side of it. If it was the right hand side, I've just realised I would have been a bit stuffed, wouldn't I? I've just placed it right in a tree. That was a very fortunate guess. Right, now this one, this is weird because I have seen this one placed, and the loading zone's to the right hand side of this greenhouse. It is very bizarre. But let's go with, I don't know. I'll tell you what, I've just noticed there. Where's the little decorative chicken coop gone? It's not there, is it? It's just disappeared. How random. Right, okay, in that case then, I reckon we'll put it like that. Maybe? Yeah, let's do it. Cool. Right, we have got ourselves some work to do today. We've got to go back to that kind of dodgy river and try and fill it up. But what I'm going to do now, I've got 7,430. I'm pretty confident I am going to find a collectible because I think I've got the gist of it now. I know roughly where they are. So what I'm going to do is just while I'm here, do some form of texture on the ground just to kind of balance it out. Now I did see patch notes. They've fixed loads, haven't they? It's like a 4 or 5 gigabyte update. It was massive, which is good. But I did see quite a few people in various Facebook forums saying that it lost the round marker for painting, which is one of the reasons I wanted to check it. But it's working fine for me. So I don't know. Maybe that's a bit of a console glitch. Don't know. I'm not sure. Anyway, right. So we will do some form. Again, this will eat through the money quick. This will eat through the money super quick. But I reckon let's make like almost like a roundabout. And again, I do like to be a bit rough with it, don't I? Let's go with that. And that. I've probably left the trailer in a very stupid place, but it's fine, it's all good. Cool, and then maybe if I got a bit more of a gravel texture, let's go with that. Yeah, I like that. Yep, yep, yep. Good. Okay, hang on a minute. How do I change brush size? That is the smallest. How do I change the like intensity of it? Oh, it is a square, you know, underneath there. Hang on a minute. Change. Yeah, okay, it is square there, so that's deceiving, isn't it? It looks like a circle from a distance. Oh, but then when you kind of catch it in a certain angle, hidden underneath that circle, it's definitely a cheeky little square, and that's why this won't paint down very well. That's a bit annoying. I'm not doing any more because I just don't like it. When I place that there, it's gone down pretty blotchy, I think. And I'm not overly keen on that. I will just tap, tap, tap. Just do a tiny bit more. But yeah, I don't overly like that. That's cool though. That's good. That looks alright. Maybe we'll do a little fence around there, put a little ornament in there, make it a little farm feature. We want it to be homey, don't we? We want it to be quite homey. I was thinking here, just while I'm in the view, of putting a track down to here. That is the most pointless shed in the entirety of Farming Simulator games. Yes, I'm not going to. In fact, actually, I know what I'm going to do. How do I come out of... Oh, I still got to get used to these controls, you know. What if I press escape now? Oh, there you go. That's good. Demolition mode. £362. Every little helps, as Tesco say. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to, once I've harvested, plough all of this right up to the fence line, as close as I can to all of these trees. Right the way around here, and cut across here, and do all of this area as grass. But I'm still going to put a little track in between, so we can still drive through the middle, but it will be grass. Yeah, so that's my future plan. But for here and now, we have got 2 greenhouses which we need to fill. So stop mucking about. Let's jump to my pickup truck. Here we go. If it wants to start. There we go. So we're going to get on with some water right now. Absolutely. Now again, I do know Ben, it wasn't Ben the Cat actually, was it? Dust Bunny 54 and another person, might have been QWERTY maybe, mentioned about the whole rice paddy trick, which is good. I like it. It's a hack. It's a good hack. The people who play the game a lot figure out these little hacks. But I'm not going to do that because I want to keep that ever so slight challenge where I might need to get something bigger to get water in a bigger quantity. I quite like the look of the new electric Volvo articulated truck. I do like the look of that one. So yeah, by having a bit of a struggle with getting water backwards and forwards, I'll get fed up with it so much that I'll buy a truck. So that's why I'm not going to place down the rice paddy thing. Now here actually worked okay. Is this the best place? I'm just going to keep going a little bit further. Oh yeah, look at this. Wow. Yeah, that's super steep that side, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, okay. I think where we went before was probably a good little spot, actually. But, again, let's just have a look around, because if I see any of those random little sheds, maybe. Yeah, it's not one of these. I haven't found one around here. Or here, no. Yeah, if I see one of those sheds though, I'm definitely going to go search. And if you don't know what shed I mean, you'll see in a minute, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to find one. I do know where there is one actually, back at Walter's farm, because I've seen it. Maybe when I've been on Farmer Willie B's live stream, which he's just recently done, his first ever stream. I think I might have seen him get it there, maybe. I've seen someone collect one. So I do know for definite where there is one. But that's not what I'm aiming for today. That's not what I want to get. Right, this is what we did last time, isn't it? So we'll drive down here. Try not to ruin anyone's field. I'll tell you what, whoever owns that field could be far more efficient if they just actually use the shape of their field a bit better, couldn't they? What's this all about? Maybe they're nervous about falling in the water. Anyway, right, so this actually wasn't too bad. I am going to continue to... Oh, I got 50 litres. What a waste. I should have got rid of the 50 litres first, shouldn't I? What a waste. Yeah, around here somewhere. Near here. It's not going to go much further. Just had to touch a certain point and it started to fill. But it won't this time. Oh, there you go. I nearly lost it off the edge of the little miniature cliff there, but yeah, this is actually a good little spot. This works quite well. I don't think this will be a good spot when it comes to upgrading and having a big articulated truck. We might struggle a bit. In fact, oh dear, I'm even struggling now. Come on. There we go. Right, what do these greenhouses take to fill? Is this going to fill one of the greenhouses? Is it going to fill both of the greenhouses? Is it not even going to be close to filling one of them? I don't know. I'll have to learn it the hard way in a minute, I guess. If this doesn't even fill one of them, then yeah, I'm going to get fed up with doing this pretty quickly. You never know. maybe that rice paddy idea was a good idea. I don't know. Right, let's head on back. Eventually, I'm not going to skip it because if I find the little kind of shed I'm talking about, then we'll have a quick look. Yeah, at first collectibles were hard to find because I didn't know what I was trying to find. It's always hard to find something if you don't know what you're looking for, isn't it? Whereas now I've got a good idea of what we need, and yeah, maybe they stand out a little bit more. They don't. What's up there actually? Right, let's keep going a minute. Now that I'm talking about it, I want to find something to show you. I think that shed there, that kind of slightly oval, that white shed, is one of the ones that I'm talking about. Yeah, I think so. Right, we've just pulled outside someone's house. And now we're going to go and help ourselves to someone in their shed. Potentially. Or a bit of stuttering there. You always get some stuttering, I guess, don't you? When there's a fresh patch by Giants. It's always expecting a bit of stuttering. Right, so yeah, this is the kind of shed. Can you remember I found something in like a buoy? Got another creepy looking scarecrow there waiting for us. Yeah, I mean maybe there's not anything in here. Whack open the menu. Just seems to be. Oh yeah, that does say collector there. Let's see. So I think I've got the knack of it. I don't know what I'm collecting again, but these sort of sheds always seem to have something in them. This sort of shed or the square version of it. The ones that just have random little tools. And I don't know what I'm collecting, but it says collect here. I mean, is it that? Is that part of a... I mean, maybe that is actually. You know, I like how we've just walked into someone's house, walked in their shed, and just thought, do you know what? That looks like something I want, and I'm taking it. Didn't knock on the door and ask for permission or anything. Cool. Yeah. Ideal. There we go. See? So I reckon I've got the knack of it now. I reckon finding collectibles is going to be much, much easier. I didn't really catch what it said. What did it say? 17 left, maybe? So I've actually collected quite a few. And for someone who doesn't really like to collect collectibles, I'm collecting a lot of collectibles. Right. Come on. Again, I think this will be a relatively short and sweet series. The Frontier, the new Frontier, has been released, hasn't it? Do you know, that's a map I've never played. Never played on that map, but I believe it's got kind of No Man's Land vibes about it. So, now that maps like that are starting to come out, though, it really ain't going to be that long before other maps come out, is it? So, yeah, this will be a mini-series. Maybe it'll get to 20, nice round number. 20 episodes, but this is kind of you enjoying with me understanding how Farming Simulator 22 is working and what have they actually changed. So it's nothing more than that though, is it really? Water, the moment of truth. How much is it going to take? I bet it takes a whole damn lot plus another one. I should be able to tell now, actually, shouldn't I? So, yeah, small greenhouse. Oh, no. Yeah, takes 10,000 litres. Okay, so they both basically need filling twice. Well, I'm assuming the other one's the same. Oh, no, that only takes 2,000 litres. Okay, interesting. Right, I'm just going to... I know, you know how it works. Lettuce for me is the old faithful, isn't it? Lettuce is the old faithful. But let's just do something different because I want to see what the animation looks like. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to go with chili because I love spice. I love it. I love it. And that's not like a weird innuendo about me liking hot things in the Make It Harder series, by the way. That is genuine. I do like spicy stuff. So, activate that. Yeah. Okay, so it's just lit up. That shows it's activated, yeah? Cool. I suppose I could... Actually, let's just activate all the new ones, shall we? And then I'll be able to see what they all look like. Cool. Right. So, second trip. Oh, dear. part of the update was they tweaked the steering settings, didn't they? So people on consoles for definite noticed the most because they made the steer back speed odd. And I obviously use an Xbox controller on the PC. So yeah, there are some weird things. I've tweaked it a little bit. I thought I balanced it out pretty good, but obviously not. So let's turn the steer back speed up a tiny bit more. Yeah, I put this to as max as it can be because actually the Xbox Elite control allows you to adjust the toggles and things. So the game's almost trying to make the adjustments which coincide with the adjustments I've already made on my controller kind of profile. So yeah, it's kind of made it even worse than a standard console, I think, to be honest. But it's all good. It's all good. It's all part of the fun. Right, look at this. We still got £17,504 because of that handy little collectible. Right. I'll do this. Yeah, I'll do this. And I'll cut you back in when we're back at the farm. Unless I do something stupid like fall in the river. Okay, here we are. We are back. Let's top up these mushrooms. So, it's only going to take a little bit of it. I don't know how quickly they're going to go through this. I have no idea. But we might as well just stick the rest of it into the other greenhouse, haven't we? There we go, 2,000. That seems like it's going to be quite a needy production, you know, not as... Oh dear. Clearly, yeah, I still haven't fixed the steering issue. Or I just haven't become good at driving in this game after all these years. Anyway, yeah, that other mushroom one seems like potentially... There we go, 72 litres. We'll leave that there. This might be quite a needy production, potentially. Yeah. It's kind of cool looking though, isn't it? Kind of cool looking. Right, so again, I think I'm going to just turn them both on. I know obviously it halves the production rate. The more you turn on, the less you get. But I just want to see how they look, how they animate. So we'll turn that on, And wow, I mean they grow fast, don't they? Cool. Yeah, it's just quite nice to see, isn't it? And also it's good to see what it looks like actually on pallets. So that's cool. Ideal. Job well done. Big giant tick. Wonderful. I almost feel at a point now, you know, I feel at a point where I'm going to turn off interactive zone markers. Because I don't like them anyway, as you know. Cool. And I'm hoping that gets rid of those horrible yellow things. Yeah. Good. I like it. Right. What do these actually animate like? I didn't even check, did I? Let's have a quick look. So we got... Nice. I like the animation of the kind of chili plant. We got spring onions there. Some form of cabbage. And I can't actually remember what else I turned on. What did I turn on? Garlics. Oh, which one of those are garlics? That one or that one? Which one? I'm going to say they're probably the spring onions, yeah? Who knows? Okay, good. So, right, now that we've done that, something I wanted to do. I better close that, keep heating, help it grow. Now that I've done that, I think I'm at a point where I'm going to skip forward a month, you know, because there wasn't a lot to do in this month anyway, other than just kind of get that rolling. I mean, it will produce something overnight, wouldn't it? So I'm going to end this particular game month on just rechecking the shop. We don't need any seeds. Just want to make sure I don't miss anything that I potentially would have needed. But it doesn't look like... Yeah, it's all good. We're all right, to be fair. We are all right. That's quite a handy thing to have, isn't it? But given that... Wow, given we got a decent front loader, we don't need that. I do like the damage on it. Like, I can't zoom in any more than that, but that is proper worn, isn't it? Well and truly worn, that is. Right, we're going to skip forward a month. And to do it, I'm going to jump to Walter's house. Let's go see old Walter. What's this? Ben. Oh, I've never spoken to him before. Actually, do you know, I've never spoken to Walter either, to be honest. Because he's just a bit of a weirdo, isn't he? But we're still going to stay in his house. He's just strange, isn't he? I don't like the way that he just kind of shuffles. Why do you do that? It's just odd. Right, okay, cool. So let's skip to the next day. Oh, it's been raining a bit overnight. Oh dear. Oh, that's cool. It looks nice now though. The weather looks lovely, doesn't it? Now I have noticed, I don't know, quite a few people have said the clouds move quite fast, but once it seems to catch up with time, I don't know if it's just PC, but I mean the shadows and things kind of, they do what they need to really. They're not moving fast or anything, although it's a bad time as an example because there isn't a single cloud in the sky. Right, so we'll do the same thing. Let's start the next episode, or the next game month, by going straight into the shop. You're seeing this live with me. It's quite a nice baler, isn't it? Again, I like how worn things look. Yeah, I like it. Just a little bit of wear at the bottom there. It looks good. Right, I kind of hope... Oh. Okay. I'd say I was kind of hoping, look, that cheap harvester, the Rostel mash, would have been in the shop, actually. I know it's cheeky. I've only just activated the mod, but that would have been handy. That's the bigger one. This is the tractor, by the way, which is my favourite, because it has a warrior option. And, oh, dear. The warrior option doesn't do this. Oh, hang on now. I'm pressing the wrong button. Warrior. Oh. I wonder if I can change the colour. The warrior option on FS25 changed it to black. And that just looks cool, doesn't it? That looks angry. That looks angry. It's like a... I don't know. I was going to say Lamborghini, but you can genuinely get Lamborghini tractors. Although I think actually Lamborghini and Deutz are actually linked, aren't they? I believe. Maybe I'm right. Maybe I've just made that up at the top of my head. I don't know. That is a cool tractor though. 57,000. Can we raise that much money? I'm not so sure. So let's just have a little. It was already on the right category. How much can I lease this for? Yeah, I mean that's just affordable, isn't it? So what I want to consider is leasing that. We've still got some money left, haven't we? In a loan. Let's have a bit of consideration here. 57,672. Let's jump into here. Now, in an ideal world, there's fields ready to harvest. Ours still aren't ready to harvest. Honestly, drives me mad. Yeah, we ain't affording that, are we? But then that comes with all of that. That's big. That would have been quite a good little starting farm, actually. The one I was eyeing up the most was one of the ones over here, wasn't it? But that didn't even get planted, and that's a little bit annoying. That is a bit annoying. Anything else ready to harvest? What's this? That's really cheap. This one I think is grass, because we've done that before. That, oh dear, that is not cheap. That is absolutely ridiculous. And what's this one? 117. Ain't gonna happen. What are these fields? Let's figure out what they are. Oh, come on. What's going on here a minute? I hate the way that these menus work. They drive me mad. There we go. Right. Yeah. This must all be grass, I'm guessing. So that's no good, is it? That is no good. That is a shame. Let's teleport ourselves back up to here. Let's have a look. Have we got anything growing? No, of course we haven't. We only skipped through one day. They've still got 1,834 water, which is fine. Do these mushrooms, the enoki mushrooms or the oyster mushrooms, do they spawn at 500 or do they spawn at 1,000? And it's probably the same question with these as well, isn't it? What do we have here? Yeah. These ones normally spawn at 500, don't they? Or from an FS25 point of view. So we might see what they look like at some point. But those ones we might have to wait a little bit. Okay, that's a bit annoying. I'm going to run over. I'm going to teleport, actually. I keep forgetting I can do stuff like this. I want to say, I thought these would have been ready to harvest this episode. But obviously not. One more stage, maybe. One more stage. Okie dokie. Wow, that's a bit annoying. That changes that a bit, doesn't it? Can we lease a harvester and do some... No, we can't do a lot. I don't like working for Noah. He's not a very nice man. Stone picking for Ben. There's nothing going on here, is there? Absolutely nothing going on. Oh my. Oh my. Right, I'll tell you what. If you just blink a second and we'll suddenly be in August. And August brings us some nice looking, dried out, ready to harvest crops. I like it. I like it. Now we've got something to do. Absolutely. And we maybe teleport. Can see what some of these... Okay, no. They obviously only spawn at 1,000. Oh, wow, look, one's going to spawn. We're going to get some enoki mushrooms in a minute. And, yeah, these must spawn at 1,000 as well now, then. I don't know. I like the animations as they're growing. That is super cool. I like it. I'm assuming, again, these must be the garlics here. They must be the spring onions. I don't know. Hey, I'm just a digital farmer. I don't really grow a lot of stuff. That's not not in real life anyway. Do these look any different? Again, you're exploring this for the first time with me, I guess. You might have seen this loads of times, but for me, I'm just curious to know. These don't actually change at all. They look exactly the same as 0.5 seconds after I placed them in there. There you go. Right, cool. So, shop. What has changed in the shop? Is the Massey still in there? Yes, the Massey is still in there. So, that's an option. But is anything else in here? That would be nice, wouldn't it? I think that's a bit extreme, actually. Seeds. We do not need seeds. What have we got there? Another harvester. We don't need that. And that is it. Another one of the summer. That red tractor, the big red one. Stump grinder. That could be quite handy. You know, I've not even considered chopping down trees. No. And what is this? Oh, it's a ice spreader. I was going to say a snow spreader. I think it's kind of the opposite of a snow spreader. What's this one here? This is a... Oh, it's a planter. I was going to say, is it a weeder? Okay, right. Nothing in here again that we really need. No. If there was a header for that roster mash, then maybe we would have bought that. But there isn't, is there? The problem with having so many things in the shop, you can't keep on top of it. It's ridiculous. Okay, right. So, let's go back to growth stages. Oh, wow. There's loads of orange on here now, look. And I want to see what these crops are. So, what is that? I bet it's rice. No, it's not rice. What is that actually growing? Parsnip. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm not doing parsnips, actually. Thanks very much. Forget that. Let's go. Oh, it's so annoying you have to go back all the way to the top, isn't it? Right, go back to growth stage again. Just looking at the fields which are affordable, because that is not affordable. Can we get one of Walter's fields? No. 105 grand for that, Walter. You're having a laugh. What about down here? What? No, no. Nope. Nope. What about this little cute? Nope, I did that last time already, didn't I? Okay. There's not really any fields I can buy. 79, 66, 63. These aren't too bad, are they? It's a bit, well, I say it's a bit far away. It is literally the complete opposite end of the map, but that's fine. What are they growing? No. What is like that lime green colour? Spinach. Yeah, I'm not doing spinach. What else have we got? Carrots, I'm guessing is some. Yeah, I'm not doing that. That middle one looks good, doesn't it? Sorghum. Sorghum. Okay. That would be handy to have sorghum, wouldn't it? Because... yeah. Because we can feed the chickens with it. Do I really want to drive that far? Do I really want to do that? I want to get this field. Oh, I don't know. Decisions. What we need to do for definite is lease a combine harvester. So we're going to lease out the old Rostall Mash. So lease that will cost us that much money. Whatever. And we need to get the header for it as well, which will cost us that much money. Don't really have a lot of choice. Cool. And then we will teleport, because why not? And we'll go back to our own field. We'll harvest. At least we're harvesting the fields that we made. That's always a nice thing, isn't it? That's a nice achievement. And then once we've done that, we'll have a look and see if there's any contracts. I mean, potentially, again, with me kind of trying to keep that realistic edge to it, really, this kind of should be a long lease, but I don't know. It is still, again, I'm trying to make the base game a bit harder, just by starting out with less, essentially, but I'm not throwing loads of rules in it, like keep it real, so I might just return it. This thing is slow. Oh, this thing is super slow. I don't want to use AI to get it there though. Right, I'll catch you back at the farm. So the question is, will this harvester fit in the gate? The second question is, what's the dog doing down here? Oi! What are you doing up there? It's playing hide and seek with me now. Apparently, part of the... where is it? There it is. Apparently, part... oh, you're taking the mic now. What are you doing? I'll try to say it again. Apparently, part of the update is you can now pet the dog. I can't pet the dog because it's currently getting electrocuted. What's it doing? What is it? Oh, I don't know. We'll try that. We'll try and pet the dog. But, oh, sorry, mate. I kind of forget that there are other people in America trying to do their day-to-day jobs. Sorry about that. Right, let's get on with this now. Will it fit in the gate? I think it might go over the gate, actually. Maybe. If we're lucky. It ain't going to fit though, is it? Oh, actually, it would anyway. Good. Look, made to be. It's fate. Right, so I'm assuming this needs to be unfolded. No. It doesn't actually need to be unfolded. That's interesting. Good, good. Right, we'll try and do this without taking out our gate. Now again, what I quite like about the new AI system is you could do everything in this view and just follow the lines, couldn't you? But for this field, it's kind of, it's not worth the hassle of trying to turn around and follow it. But yeah, I do like the animations. I like to be in this view because I like to see how they kind of animate, how they go into the actual harvester themselves once the header picks them up. And actually it looks pretty cool. It didn't look bad in FS25, to be honest. It wasn't a bad thing, but I'm definitely getting a little bit of stutter. But again, it's a brand new vehicle. I mean, it's a modded vehicle for a start, and there's a fresh update. I literally started this episode was loading straight in from doing that update, which again, it was a big old update, wasn't it? It was a big update. I didn't even think, because I was in the inside view, I didn't even think about straw swath, but fortunately this is set to already leave a swath of straw, so that's good, because we do want to bale that. We want to try and make some extra money, and part of me thought maybe the cows would have wanted, or the water buffalo would have wanted it, but they don't want anything in that pen because it is kind of a completely pointless pen. But there you go. So this is good. Right, we got £5,960, and we still got, I mean, I want to say we still got the ability to loan 40,000. Again, sticking to that 100,000 rule rather than the 500. So we still got 40,000 there. We could kind of find another collectible or two. This is all thinking ahead for the next episode, by the way, because we are pretty much there. So yeah, we get a couple of collectibles, borrow the rest of our money, and then potentially buy another field. But if there's nothing ready to harvest, there's not really much point in rushing it, is there? I mean, the field I really like the look of, which was 43, I want to say, the one that's quite close by to us. If I can, over the next kind of coming game months, work for the current owner of that, which I believe was Walter, if I could work for him, I would get paid to do the stuff I would do anyway, wouldn't I? So that's kind of my crafty thinking. If he wants it fertilising, cool, we'll fertilise it. We'll use our own fertiliser, but we would use our own fertiliser anyway. But he would pay us, and then he would still sell us the field. Yeah, that sounds good. Now, this is struggling a bit on this hill. So the decision about going for grass was probably an all-round good decision, actually. Yeah, it is very much struggling. Oh, now it's not. Now it's speedy. I'm curious to know how we're going to do to fill this. I mean, don't know. This is a slightly bigger field than the bottom one. I don't know. We might just about fill this harvester. I'm not too sure. So, yeah, we didn't fill it. It's not bad though. 3,954 litres of wheat. So that's pretty good. How much is that is actually going to be for sale? I'm not sure. I mean, maybe none of it. Maybe we won't sell any of it. We do need it for the chickens, don't we? So, I don't know. I'm not too concerned about that. I'm just happy to go full circle. Do the full thing. We'll leave this here. We'll park it in a bush. That's good, isn't it? Yeah, do the full thing. We've ploughed. We fertilised. We've kind of, well, we didn't lime actually. I cheated a little bit. But we've gone full circle. We've now harvested. These were the first ever fields that we had, and we made them ourselves. So that's a good feeling. But from now on, this will be grass. So a little bit of work to do in the next episode there. Nothing major, but just a real quick go at baling up all of these into small bales. Then probably do some ploughing. yeah, finish this area. Maybe we'll move the dog now that the dog's not quite so buggy. Even though I do wonder if it's still. Oh, there it is. There it is. Yeah. So we'll move that. We'll plough this into one large grass field, and then that will give us a good back stash of food, I guess. Eventually, for more animals and probably a different pen for the water buffalo to stay in. So, yeah, pretty good. This is a pretty good proactive episode, and we're going to end it with, yep, we can now pet the dog. Good girl, good girl. Oh my god, I think I'm losing the plot. Anyway, thank you for watching. This was episode number 9. I'll get this edited. Apologies, there's not been a great deal of content out this week. Again, like I said, it's just busy, isn't it? Life's busy sometimes. Life is just busy. But I'll do my best to get this for Friday, and then maybe I can get another one out for the weekend as well. We'll have to see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. But either way, I'm loving it, and I love the game. And every time I play it, it gets better and better. So until that next episode anyway, thanks for watching. Cheers and gone.